Since you clicked on a video about growing your email list, chances are you want to figure out how to do that. And that's what we're going to talk about right now, because the email list is that asset that marketers say it produced them all this ROI. And when you look at email marketing versus social media, like the comparison is not even close. It's email marketing all the way. So how do we go ahead and grow our email lists? The first thing you need is a lead magnet. This is the core thing that's going to help you grow your email list. It doesn't guarantee you'll get leads, but having a lead magnet actually it gives you the ability to collect leads on scale. Basically what a lead magnet is, you've seen a ton of these before, is you get something for free in exchange for an email address. You enter your email address, you subscribe, and then you get the free thing. And there are ways to increase the conversion rate of this lead magnet, such as having social proof on the page, creating something that your audience actually likes. You could do this by looking at your past content and seeing which of your content is performing the best and create a lead magnet around that. And people even do some really advanced stuff like A/B split testing, testing different colors of text, testing different background colors, and all these different color testing and all these different copy testing, because sometimes a phrase will convert better than another if you just change a single word in phrase A versus phrase B. So A/B split testing is another great way that you can increase the conversion rate of your lead magnet. Now, to actually get the people on your email list, you have to drive people to your lead magnet. Before we talk about that, I'm just going to offer one tip about the lead magnet, because at the end of the day, with email marketing and all this work you're doing, you want to make money. So with the lead magnet, make it related to one of your products, but in the way you deliver it, also related to one of your products. So if you sell training courses, offer a free video series. If you get people comfortable watching your videos, they're going to be comfortable buying a training course, which is filled with your videos. If you want to sell one of your books in this funnel, what you would do is offer a free chapter of your book and then tell people, they could buy the rest of your book on Amazon and Barnes & Noble, wherever you have it. So think about what products you already offer and services and create a free offer that connects with those things and is in a similar format to the way that you would actually deliver the products, like coaching, free strategy calls, training course, free video series, book, free first chapter of that book. So now that we have the lead magnet out of the way, let's get traffic to it. And there are two ways to do that, pretty much: free, organic, and paid. Organic takes a little bit more time, and don't be fooled by the idea of free traffic, because organic traffic, you usually end up investing no matter what. So when it comes to growing on Twitter, for instance, I invested in a lot of tools that helps me reach over 450,000 followers. So for the free organic route, you do end up investing in some form. Paid traffic, which is pretty much ads, is where you pay like Facebook, or you pay YouTube, or you pay Pinterest, or even a podcaster to get exposure on their platform. And then if you get people to your lead magnet, they buy the thing that you're selling, you make a profit, you keep running those ads. So those are the two ways that you actually get people to your lead magnet. But those things are so vague, just like organic traffic and paid traffic. What actually works? We're going to get a little bit more specific right now. With the free route, you pretty much have just three choices. One is reaching out to individual people, building relationships, using something like LinkedIn or Facebook Messenger, pretty much saying that you have this really awesome freebie. Would you be interested in learning more? And there is a limit to how many of these types of messages you can send out on Facebook and on LinkedIn. If you copy and paste the same message, you send it to the same people in a short period of time. So this isn't exactly scalable. It is also something that takes considerable amounts of time. The one good thing about this, though, is that you get to build more individual one-on-one relationships with people, which can lead to more opportunities, which can lead to clients later on. So while this is definitely the most time-consuming of the methods, it is something that is really good to consider, considering how you could get a lot of business, you could get a lot of growth just by taking the time to build meaningful relationships every day. So this isn't like having like 3,000 connections on LinkedIn saying, woohoo, I have 3,000 connections. It's more about knowing each of those 3,000 people on an individual level. And if you can't do that, even pruning your audience of the people who aren't good fits for your business, your brand, what you stand for, so you can have a smaller group on LinkedIn. And this is true for email lists and other things, a smaller group where you know people on that deeper level. The second freebie choice you have is creating free content and then having a call to action at the end. So it could be a blog post. It could be a video like this one where at the bottom of the videos I do, a lot of them have a link to like the Profitable Podcasting Summit, which is a free virtual event that I do. So in the videos, you mention a call to action to get people on your email list. In your blog post, mention it at the end. Mention it in the beginning and middle too, because that is also a great way to remind people about the offer, even if they see it at the beginning but then don't take action until the end, as long as they take action. And some people with that, they'll do a content upgrade, which is pretty much, if you like these 5 tips, we got 5 more. All you got to do is subscribe to get the rest of those tips. So there are a bunch of different ways to use your free content to promote call to actions, but ideally you want to make it related to the content. You want the offer to be related. So I do a lot of podcasting stuff. I teach people how to launch, grow, monetize, even coach people on that. So at the end of those videos, I'll say check out the Profitable Podcasting Summit. For others, if it's about being a best-selling author, I'll say check out the Wealthy Author Summit, because that is another virtual summit that I've done. So if you only have like one offer, I would say create a ton of content around that. And then as you diversify your offers and your lead magnets, that's where you can start creating offers and creating free content around different topics. But focus on the lead magnets that you already have. And part of making this magic work with the free content is being able to drive traffic to that free content with things like social media and your entire audience and even your email list. Because even if you have someone on your email list already, it is good to get them into another lead magnet where you can make more money. Now, I have talked about this in other videos. It's kind of what we hit about on the channel, so definitely subscribing is an option. Getting a free ticket to the Content Marketing Success Summit, which is another one of my virtual events, is also an option. We also have a whole section in there about content marketing. So like guest blogging, getting on podcasts, podcasting itself. So we have a whole section on content marketing and social media marketing. Those are the things you need if you want to go organic, if you don't want to spend a lot of money on your lead magnet. Eventually, you will be spending money on your lead magnet and making those investments, because organic does get paid eventually, but the straight up paid, like the advertising, you don't have to do that right away. Those tactics I shared are definitely going to help you get traffic to your lead magnet without having to put down a ton of money just to see if it works. And now we have the paid ways to get the email list growth, to get people to your lead magnet. And you've got Facebook ads, you've got YouTube ads, you've got a lot of different ads trying to see what works best for you. So one of the things that you have to realize if you're starting to go this route are 2 things. First, you should never do paid unless you actually know if your offer works. So many people, they'll just jump into paid because they heard like Facebook ads are hip. They see like some of these marketers getting really awesome results, but it's not from one ad. It's usually they run like dozens of ads and then they find that one ad that's the home run and then they keep running it. Similarly, these lead pages, that lead magnets that they're promoting, these are not like new lead magnets, untested, unproven. You usually get the organic traction first, and then you see, oh, this is converting pretty good on an organic level. If I run Facebook ads or YouTube ads or whatever ads on this thing, it's not going to convert as well as your organic traffic because that's warm leads, but you know it converts. You know that a percentage of people who go into your lead magnet and subscribe are going to buy your training course, your book, whatever it is. This is really important because in business, we're all trying to make money. And if you get a ton of email subscribers, but it costs you, let's say $6 to get a subscriber, and each subscriber is only worth like $4 to you based on like what your business numbers look like, it's not a good proposition to be running those kinds of ads. So you want to know how your lead magnet converts, and you want to know, like, is this thing converting well enough to my organic to the point where I could say, okay, let me do an ad on this. And I know some people here, they don't have big organic presences, but they really want to try this thing out. And in that case, I would say just try the ads, but be very conservative, like $5 a day to start, because if you do like a bigger budget, like $50 or $100 per day, then you realize that your lead magnet isn't converting properly, or you're not making any money on the back end. It's not just money left off the table, but it's also money off the table from all the money you spent on the ads. So definitely handle that with care. And I would recommend doing a little bit of organic effort before you go the paid route. So that's the foundation for how you grow your email list, because your email list is so important. Now, we did talk a little bit more about strategy. We did throw some tactics in there, but if you are looking for tactics, I did write an article about 50 ways to grow your email list. So if you were looking for tactics, that article will definitely be very useful for you. We will throw a link to it in the description of this video for anyone who is interested. But knowing this basic foundation gives you a different approach to growing with your email list, and kind of gives you a better battle plan of what it is you should be doing. And we do create a ton of videos just like this on the channel, so subscribing is an option if you haven't done that already. Next week's video is actually going to be about dividend investing, because you make all this money from email marketing. Where exactly are you putting it to make even more money? So I'm going to share with you some of the math behind making $100,000 each year from dividend investing, and how to make it a little easier to achieve that big milestone. Anyway, signing off, what I want you guys to do: dream big, achieve greatness, and unlock your potential today.